trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my shows.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Jets at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Penix. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Now it's Nix. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Price. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. To throw, here's Nix. Flushed out right. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he... Out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Pat Freiermuth. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First down, Bill.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll throw with Penix. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air, Penix. Forced out to his left. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That is caught, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Penix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Penix. Steps away to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, third and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play when my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Throwing Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Nix from the shotgun. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Nix. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
That's complete to Wicks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back 1st downs.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Now he's flushed out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
To the right side and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Let's go. Check out.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup of 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
60 Bison, go! Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 8.
Here we go, set. Go.
Here's Nix. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The back deep is Jaden Reed. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Buying time to his left. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Looking to throw, Penix. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, here we go. Check out.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And looking to throw, Penix. Coleman has it here right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They'll try and throw with Penix. Being chased out left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now it's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nix to the air. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Track 60.
They'll throw with Penix. That is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To the air, Penix. Throwing deep here for Coleman. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
A play fake. Now Penix. Dancing to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Throw left side, complete. That's Gibbs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught,
11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
To throw again is Penix. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills, touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing Nix. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
He finds his man, complete. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
70 range. Come on. Set.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Nix from the shotgun.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Michael Dana
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Dances by him. And the Bills are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this on.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.